into the whole argument. She's like, no, I can't let you off the bus because I take joy in making kids' lives horrible.
I hated that bus driver with...
She was a piece of garbage. Today, ignore our background because that's a problem. We are going to be playing Storytime Roulette, and that is Roulette. Storytime Roulette. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any other, but I haven't seen anyone else do this. But if somebody else has, I guess let me know.
You stole our idea. It's all your fault.
It is this thing where we have a bunch of like, I guess topics or like, what are these? I guess topics. Yeah, there's a bunch.
Meet Fabio. His head comes off.
Okay, there's a bunch of topics in here, and we are going to like pick one, and then we have to tell a story about this topic from our life. Oh wait, look at our tiger though. We need to find a name for her.
How do you know it's a her? She's so much.
I made her. I know her.
No, you did not meet her. What her?
Because you give me so much sass. You're going first.
Stop looking. Wait, Fabio. Wait. That's enough. Injuries. I have a great one. So, I was young. We were at a pool party. I was young, okay, so I don't really remember it. We were at a pool party. There was a lot of popsicles, and I ate all of them, and I thought they were really good. There was this trailer, and wood was sticking up from it. You could fall on them, and I tripped on them every 2 seconds. I tripped on one, and I hit my head on a bar on the side of the thing, and I did that. I'm really bad at explaining.
Like, okay, there was like a trailer, and she was walking on it and tripped on one of the boards and fell and hit her head on the metal bars, keeping the stuff inside.
And my head went like this. Like, at first, I didn't really feel anything. Well, I felt it pretty hurt. English. We put a popsicle on my head, and Mom said I could eat it. It was a red one, so I just ate it anyway. I love popsicles. It wasn't really too bad at first until I was gonna go walk because my mom was somewhere and I was gonna go walk inside to go get her, and I felt really bad. My head hurt, and then I just started seeing colors. And I couldn't really walk, and my friend's mom was like, "Come here." I'm like, I can't. And I was like, I can't do it. And she's like, "Come here, can you walk over here?" I'm like, no. And I'm like on her car, leaning there, and she's like, "Come on, just walk." And I'm seeing colors. It's like fiasco of colors. You know what? I actually passed out, I think. Threw up. Popsicles. Okay. I think I passed out. I don't know. But they put me on a bench and I sat there. Then we went to the hospital. I didn't really remember the hospital that well for some reason.
Wow, great story, but
I had a concussion, by the way.
You woke up. I ended up having to stay at like our friend's house because Mom, she had to go to the hospital and she didn't want me to wait in the hospital because I was a little kid. It was crazy. They were all like praying for her, and I was like confused. I was like, she's fine. We were like young. We were like 8. 6, 7, 8. And I was like 11.
3 years.
I think you wouldn't know. Jessie. Let me think of one. There's a lot. It's just a lot of sleepwalking. It's just a lot of tantrums.
Okay, I'll let you do 2 since I know Jessie. I can't go up with it.
She's aggressive. Oh, okay, I remember one. Jessie was following me. She was like chasing me or something. This was like recently too. This was like last year. And she was like chasing after me, and then eventually I was like getting annoyed. I was like, stop. And then she's like, she kept following me. And then I went out the door like really fast, and then I turned around and like pointed my finger at the door. And she like opened the door to come running and following me, and she ran right into my finger with her eyeball. And I just told her with
I remember that.
all the eyeballs. She's like, ah! She tried really hard not to cry, and she tried really hard to look like she wasn't like in pain. She's like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I meant to do that, but I didn't mean to do that. You're gonna pick one. Oh my god, I thought that was one coming out.
It's bad. Only me and my blanket will know.
Nope. Wow.
It says school. Me and Callie, we go to school together, but we're never in any classes. So, and our lines for the school lunches were always with our class because they didn't want no friends to get in line and stuff. So, me and Callie, this was to go to the bathroom, so you didn't have to go, let's go to the bathroom, because teachers really hated that for some reason. We went like this, and Callie would do it all over, like, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, no, and she'll be like, okay. But this time she was like, and like, she's like, and I'm just like, no, and she's like, and starts putting her hand up. I'm like, so I went in there, and she goes, oh, I hate my class. Hey, no, I just got one. So I was playing with some old friends. It was like 2nd grade. They were like, oh, hey, Cassie, we haven't played in forever. You want to play? And I was like, sure. We were playing just like My Little Pony or something. It was something stupid. We started running, and I really did not want to play with these people. When I was running, I fell in the rocks, and they were running all the way across the playground, and I stayed there on the rocks. There's a spider right there. I got distracted. I'm just laying there on the rocks, watching them run until they finally run to the end and forget about me. I'm like, okay, let's go find out.
Chill, I need to smell them. I have like a story ready for every other one besides this one. One time.
I am a vampire. One time what?
I was in student council because unforgivable reasons. Anyways, I was in student council and we were going on a field trip at the end of the year. We were going to the pool, which is the best thing ever. I loved it. I only had one friend in student council, and she was like an old friend that I had like kind of lost the connection with, but it was just me and her. She wasn't like, what is it, self-conscious like I was. She was okay with her body, and I was like, all that stuff. And then she's like off running around, like jumping in the pool and like talking to her other friends, because she had more friends in student council, and I'm just like being my lonely, awkward self. I was literally sitting in a puddle. There was like a puddle that had formed because people splashed so much, and I was literally sitting there playing with the water. And I spent the whole trip like that. I would like get up to go eat and stuff, and then I'd come back and sit in my puddle. I jumped in the pool one time, and I was forced me to. Got you.
I showed my blanket. Isn't that good enough?
Show it! Social anxiety. Ooh!
I got plenty. Okay, so first off, this day started horribly. I actually wore this shirt right here. I could not find no clothes to wear. I was in a really bad mood. I could tell I was gonna be anxious the whole way to the store. But that's fine. There's spit everywhere. That's fine too. We go to the mall. We're going to the mall, and of course it closes at like say 6, and we got there at like 5.
No, like 5:30.
Yeah, and because of me. So we ate food, and so and then we walked. We're just walking.
You guys were going to Hot Topic, and we were going to Claire's.
Because I wanted to get one of those Lucky Bento boxes. We're going to Hot Topic, and of course, my anxiety is just running through my stomach. So I'm just, okay, you know what? I just don't have the same thing. I'll look at anyone. I should be fine. And then Mom goes, "Is this it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "What's in there?" And of course, I say, "I don't know," because I don't really want to talk because I have anxiety. And
Mom's already aggravated. She's mad.
And she's trying to be nice. So she's like, "What's in there? What is in there?" I'm like, "I don't know." And of course she asks this lady, she's like, "What's in this box?" And she goes,
"Oh, just a bunch of random anime stuff."
And I was just like, "Yeah, I knew that." And she goes, "How much is it?"
$24.
"Sorry, can't get it now because let's go." Of course, I'm already mad, scared. And so we're walking through the aisles, and Mom's like, "Don't go through that one, go through this one because there's people there." I'm like, she was trying so hard not to be mad, because she knew I didn't really feel not anxiety-ish. And so then I'm starting to tear up, and because I think people are staring at me. People think I'm like doing a bit and stuff. I'm not, I'm just scared. And then we're just walking through the hallway, and Misty and Hershey are in front of us, and Mom's like right beside me, like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And by then I stopped crying because I stopped talking.
But her face is so like red and puffy and like, noticeable.
I'm not saying this is her fault, because it's not. It is not, and that's why I explained it was me. Hershey goes, "What's wrong?" Because, you know, she's a very caring person, and she wants to know what's wrong.
Hershey wanted to help.
I'm like, "Nothing." And by then I started crying again.
And then that made Hershey more worried. So she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" You know, like talking to her and drawing attention. Well, Cassie was like drawing attention. And then so Cassie starts like breaking down even more, and I'm like,
I saw her and go like,
the whole time I'm like next to her. As soon as she like stopped and turned around, I was like, "Don't leave her alone." And then she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I'm like, "Bethany, stop, please, please." And then she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
And Mom goes, "Oh, are you okay?" "Yeah." Mom goes to the bathroom. "Yeah." And so we in there.
We're in there.
We're in the bathroom, and she hands me a napkin, and this girl walks by. And she looks at me, I look at her, I'm like, of course,
I got the car
I
crash.
have these red puppy eyes, and she just like looks away like something was wrong with me. I'm like, something is wrong with you.
And while they're in there, she's like, oh my god, and then is it something that I did? Is she okay? I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's just a social anxiety thing.
None of this happens at Walmart. For some reason, I'm always comfortable at Walmart.
Because we've been in Walmart so much.
But at mall, no.
That's a whole new territory.
Yeah.
And was that you? This scared me. I jumped.
Didn't even say I that many times.
Ah! I got the bus. Ah! Oh my god! Some of the best times of my whole entire life were on the bus. If you are scared of riding on the bus, give it a chance. I swear to God, I freaking loved the bus.
I
Loved
sat
it.
in the front with the kids.
I sat in the back with the back.
Of course, at the time, every one of my friends were babies.
When I first started riding the bus, I was like,
Hey!
so-
Can I interrupt? Can I interrupt? I am dehydrated. I want a drink.
Okay, anyway, I was like still a nerd, and then I met my one good friend, and I'm not gonna say her name because I'm betting her parents would get mad, but she like brought me out of my shell and taught me everything I know, and I'm so thankful. Okay, let's think of one story. Okay, I have one story. I actually have a million of these stories. I could go on and on. I could make a whole video about this, but anyway, there was one that was extremely mean and rude and funny. Okay. I had made this drawing in math because we were doing like the graph thing where you copy one little square onto the big square, and I had made these two. It was like glasses of like a drink or something. It was really cool, and I was so proud of it. I was so excited to come, and I just wanted to show my mom, because mom is really good at drawing and she's a really great artist, and I wanted to show her. I wanted to be like, Mom, look. I wanted to be like, oh my god, I can see that you're gonna have my gift. I got it home. The day that they let me take it home, I was on the bus and I was talking to my other friend, Curly Fries. Curly Fries is her nickname. We're gonna call her Curly Fries. I was like excited. I was talking about it, and then she's like, oh, let me see. And she was like, we were picking up the little kids like on our way, so we were all kind of like, the bus was sitting still, so we were all kind of like moving around, and she was like 3 seats ahead of me. So I just like got it out of my bag and I went to toss it to her, and of course, she's by the one window that is open, and then I toss it and it hits her hand, but bounces off her hand and out the window of the bus.
I was never told this.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
I've said this 17,000 times. Anyway, it went out the window of the bus. We're parked. So I'm like, oh my god, thank god that we're parked. And Curly Fries, of course, she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. La, la, la. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. And then anyway, then I talked to the bus driver. I'm like, Miss freaking jerkwad, can I please go get my can I go get my drawing? And then she's like,
What?
and I'm like, oh, my drawing just flew out the window. Can I please go get it? I've spent 6 weeks on this gosh darn drawing. And then she's like,
Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't let you off the bus.
said, I'm about to get off the bus if you don't get your arse off the bus and get my freaking drawing, or let me go get it. And okay, what I actually said was, okay, then can you go get it for me? And she's like,
No, I can't get off the bus either. I have to wait for the little kids to get on.
I was like, we are 5 minutes early. It's gonna take you 1 minute to go and get my drawing I worked so hard on. And she's like,
Oh no, I'm sorry, I just can't do that. I can't allow that.
I'm like, do you know what?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who my mom is? I was so upset at her. I was like, I literally asked her, I was like, are you serious? And she's like,
Yes, I'm serious. You can't get off the bus.
into the whole argument. She's like, no, I can't let you off the bus because I take joy in making kids' lives horrible.
I hated that bus driver with.
She was a piece of garbage. We had to change cameras. That one died. That bus driver does not deserve to be a bus driver. She was so mean, and she hated me specifically. Like, she
hated me
specifically
too.
had
Like,
a thing for me. But I ate it up. Like, I was with my friends. My best friends in the whole world were on that bus. So I had confidence through the roof on the bus. She would try to do the smallest things to get on my nerves. So I'd be like, really? I would give her the worst attitude. And it was because she would give it to me first. So I would just like throw it back. Like, wait, I want to say one more because it's the bus and I have to, okay? I feel like now looking back on it, I was pretty mean, but only to people who deserved it. Jessie had kissed a boy for the first time ever. It was on the cheek. Everybody made a big deal out of it, and the little boy, we'll call him Nugget. The Nugget was the cutest little thing. He was always happy. And then one day I had gotten like arranged seating because I was talking to my friends too much. I had to sit next to this kid called, we'll call him Flat-Chested. I had to sit next to Flat-Chested and Nugget. I was on the end. It was me and then Nugget and then Flat-Chested. He was by the window. Jessie had just kissed Nugget the day before. She kissed him on the cheek and he was all like happy and they're like, oh my gosh, wow. And then I forget why he was doing it. Flat-Chested was being extremely mean to Nugget. And I was just kind of trying to mind my own business and like look the other way. Wait, Flat-Chested has a crush on my best friend at this time. He asked her out, she said no, everybody's open about it, and I'm like mildly friends with him. Eventually he goes,
you know what? Jessie told me that she doesn't love you and that she'll never love you and that she doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Nugget started crying and I was like, what is wrong with you? Jesus Christ, no wonder Charlie Price will date you. You're so rude and mean and just horrible. And then he literally, looks at me and then looks out the window and then starts crying. I'm like, this is not even that big of a deal. Now I got two boys crying in the seat next to me. And I was like, you know what? Jessie said she really likes you. Oh God. Jessie, get closer. It's party.
It was my party, right? It was my party. This was at Amazing Jump. Of course, all the family showed up, but no one else did, so I was really sad. And Dad was like,
you know what? Just me and you are gonna go play for a little bit, okay?
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then Dad goes,
okay, I gotta go get a drink.
I forgot what he said, but I didn't really listen to him. And he's like,
you're gonna go over there as soon as I say go, okay?
And it was like, I didn't really understand where he said where.
1, 2, 3, go.
I'm like, okay. I was like looking, I was like, over there, and he's already gone. I'm like, and I don't see him. I'm looking around. It's a big place, like an arcade place. And so there's a bar right over there. Let's say it's over there. So I go in there, and there was one guy there. I was like, hey, have you seen my dad? He's like really tall. He's got like curly hair. I really asked someone that. He's like,
No, sorry. You know.
like, no, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Oh, okay.
I went
I've
back.
never heard about this.
You haven't?
No.
I was walking, and I was looking for Dad. And of course,
Dad's probably watching you the whole time.
I was really scared. I was like 5, maybe 3. I didn't know how old I was. So I found where Mom is, and Dad's there. He's like,
Oh my gosh, where have you been?
and I'm like, I was looking for you. You told me you got my. Now I'm in tears, and Mom's like, what'd you do? And I forgot after that, but it was really horrible. I was really scared.
That is it. That's all we're gonna do. Wait, wow, that sounded like a sound effect. Deuces. That is it for this video. If you didn't already tell, that's it. Bye. Much love.
Flex, time to impress. Come and climb in my bed.